This video is presented by Rocky Road Merch. Click the top link in the description to explore our exclusive collection. Grab yours now.
I was too. I had an extraordinary reaction just in the streets, of London and New York, and people coming up to me, wanting to talk about it, wanting to know what I thought of you. And it made me realise just how wide your influence is and how important you are to so many people, especially, actually, young men. How do you feel about that influence and power that you have through that influence over so many young minds?
Well, I hope it's not power, because power is not a good thing. You have to be a fool to want power. If it's influence, that's a good thing. If it's an invitational influence, that's a better thing. If it is the sort of influence that encourages people to stand up on their own and to help them believe that they can do that and that they should do it and that the world is a lesser place if they don't, then that's a good thing. And I do think that that's what's happening. That's the stories I receive from people. And I would say it's daunting, because to understand that the message that you're conveying has played an important part in people's lives is an immense responsibility, and you have to handle that with all due caution. I do everything I can in my lectures and when I meet people, when I talk to people, to be pleased as I can possibly be that they're positively affected by what I've been doing. And I would also say, I'd like to distinguish it too. I don't like to think in some ways that it's what I've been doing. I'm an educated clinical psychologist, and the reason that the words that I'm using and the stories I'm telling are having an effect is because they're deeply grounded in a solid scientific tradition and also in a solid philosophical, psychological, and theological tradition. And insofar as the message that I'm conveying has potency, it's because of its fundamental grounding in those underlying traditions rather than something that is directly a consequence of me or should be attributed to me. And I know the difference between those two things, And so I'm careful to try to make sure that I don't confuse the messenger with the message, let's say.
Right. I interviewed Stephen Pink